Are we currently kicking? I do not know. That's not showing my YouTube chat, so I might have to go to my other one. Okay, there we go. What's cracking? We good? We live? We live. All right. Wonderful. Here. Hello, hello. We're having a second crack at this because yesterday we, all things considered, we made some very bad strategical decisions. So, redo. I demand a do-over. I demand a reset. It has been a while. Yes, yes, yes. All right. I already know how the game starts, so we'll just speed run this section. Ayo, ayo. No, that's been bulldozed. Hey, there you go. That's awesome. Big boom. Power plant. And run away before the cranes kill me. Alright. Oh, power overlay. Land value overlay and plot type overlay. Nice. All right. I need to figure out where I want to zone residential this time. I think I know where I'm gonna do it. Actually, Citizens will want commercial district. Also, that's so relatable. I don't know what it is about being in those types of buildings, but the service is always so bad. Heck yeah, there you go. Alright, an industry down here. Special watch. Yep, alright. And a llama speed. Nice. Bit goes hard. I want so badly to swap where I've spotted these, but I don't think I have enough money to do both. So I think I'm gonna make a little bit more money and then redo what I've done. Nice. Ooh, stickles. Yes. Tell me more. Woo! I think I'm gonna pause this music and just have this music going. The game music of Suburbia is pretty good, honestly. Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry to hear that. It's always kind of shitty when that happens, because it's like you could have moved this entire time. Like, what were you doing the last, like, 20 minutes, you know? Yes, give me your coins. And your trash, preferably. That will make me tons of money. Hell yeah, man. It's good. Hopefully your birthday's enjoyable. So thank you to whoever subbed. Much appreciated. Those of you watching the stream, sub up. Get more quality gameplay. I'm still gonna do the industrial zone cheese. Where, oh yeah, feel free to post them in the Discord. I believe we have a media channel for, like, different, types of, like, pictures and stuff like that. It's kind of like the everything else channel. What's up? Welcome to this, welcome to the channel and welcome to the stream. Are you good? Let's see, R is... Oh, good. There we go. All right. We got income of 18K. You know, we've made our bed. We might as well lie in it. I really should have done this a different way, though. In fact, hold on. That's exactly what we're gonna do. As much as I want to just let bygones be bygones, and let the strategy call just kind of stick it where it is, I need to swap these plots. Because I'd rather have a commercial zone next to a power plant, because at least it doesn't devalue it that bad. Dude, absolutely. What the fuck? Pardon my French, but Jesus. They weren't even concerned about the guy who physically couldn't get up. That's insane. That is literal crazy talk. Alright, good. Now we're starting to build back. There we go. Nice. Guess it was pretty entertaining. I like him. I've watched his Half Sword series. So it has to be a level 2 resident or level 2 commercial plot. That's how you get the Staff of Power. Right? Dude, as somebody who has like a lot of my managers are like in that age range. And dude, when I tell you, they piss me off so bad. Pretzels. Dun dun dun. All right, we're building back. We're definitely getting punished for the bad strategy call, but now we should be all right. Because I've got an idea. I don't do game requests. Whatever I'm playing on stream is what the stream's about. I don't mind if you like suggest a game for like a future stream, because I'm always looking for something new to play. It's just I'm not gonna play it this stream. Let's see. You gotta wait for... Mm-hmm. Alright, see you, Dzan. Thanks for stopping by. Let me Google that. I'll probably pass on that one. Thank you, Dzan. Cloning? Oh! Fucking hell. Don't know who you're referring to. I'm asexual. Oh, you're referring to Kifling. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I always love to see other LGBTQ people in the chat. Wow. Boink. See you around. Yo, twins. Twinsies. Yeah. I'm very happy. I went to my first Pride Fest this year. Like my first like Pride event this year. Melly. Okay, cool. Cool. I will keep that in mind. Thank you very much. I always try to ask, like, if my chatters have like a preferred name. I do apologize if I ever forget, so you know. Hey, that's my bad. That was it was pretty awesome. Dude, it took me forever to find an asexual flag though. It's freaking insane. Huh. Definitely need to expand the commercial area, or like the housing first, before I do any sort of other things. All right, cool. We have 55,000, so now we can plop another boom. And that should boost us up a little bit more. Yippee! All right. I'm really glad you're all right, because that is gotta be. Ooh, that just. Oh, congratulations! Hell yeah! How did it go? I hope well. Hell yeah! Level 6, baby. Woo! My goodness. All right, so now income starting to go up a little bit. Hey, you resident, little squeaky man. What do you want? More power? Super well? Hell yeah. It's freaking awesome. Boingus, boingus, boingus. Give me that coin. I love the money. Please do not mind my antics. Bitch. Me too. Oh. Population 47,000. I need more. We're in a very, very interesting predicament at the moment, though. I will say. I do say. Ah, yeah. Therein lies the rub. I'm sorry to hear that. There's always some sort of drawback in there. Oh. There. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, just a second. Nice. Ah. I love this little song. It's so nice. It makes me think of the progress I'm making. Not the farting again. Hold on. One more, just for you. Ooh. Oh, yikes. I need to check my drawers. Whoa. Oh. Wait. I've tried to get that achievement before. This is actually an adventure map that I've had since like 2020. I played it when I first started streaming, when I was just doing Twitch. It's an adventure map on Minecraft Bedrock called Simburbia. Also, yeah, hate that noise. Ugh. Oh! No! I need to make another industrial plant. I just gotta wait. Sure, why not? In fact, have one more for the road. Parkour! Yes! Yes! Hey, look at that. Town Hall got upgraded. All right, we're gonna have to go make just enough money. Ah, we haven't built the city dump yet. Ugh, fuck. All right. Son of a. So. Also, let me tell you, let me put y'all on game, literally. So, I've been playing a lot of the new Tomodachi Life that came out. Well, give me the coin. Let me parkour to get to the coin. Huh? Gonna be honest, don't have personal experience in that department, so can't say I would know what to tell what you should do. Why are you so angry, bitch? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Huh? You wanna fight? I'll fight you. Make me. I'm so nice to my residents. See, that's more like it. What do you want, though? You want more industrial. I am working on it. I'm broke. I'm working on it. Am I not driving right into me, guy? That'd be great. Ah! People out here are vicious. All trying to run me over. I would hope not. Just for the sake of my sanity. Come on, only 2 more days, and then I have enough money to make another industrial plant so I can make more money. Ah, thank you, artisan. You know a lot more about this. Oh, tell me more. Yeah, the 2 cents. All right. Lock in. Precisely. Worst I could say is no. Hoping when this industrial site goes up, it will make me more money. As I do, I need to make a little bit more money. A little bit more money. Right, yeah, now I'm just confused. You're doing me a confused, Kathleen. If anybody gets that reference, we are best friends. Instantly. This is non-negotiable. We're having soft tacos later. Mm-hmm. There's something in fire. There's something on fire in here. What's on fire? I hear something burning when I'm in this building. Oh, there's like a little campfire up there. Yeah. Smokestack. Smokestack. I can words. I can words real good. Look at me words. Ha! Words cannot describe how much I hate that noise. I get the impression this is not your first time being someone's wingman artisan. I don't know, you just give me that vibe. You give me wingman vibe. Very likely that this is an average Tuesday. It is quite literally... I can't speak anymore. I'm now going to proceed to speak. Ow! looking at me? That actually scared the fucking shit out of me. God damn. For most people, that's not really a deal breaker. All things considered, Finn. It's really not a huge deal breaker for most people. Right? Alright, so essentially what we're gonna do now... Gonna bite into my fucking... probably take a bite out of the income, but... If we zone a park... right here, that might boost things. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Thank you for subbed, by the way. Very good, very nice. Aha! Boom! Knew it! Knew that would work. Woo! Wait, isn't there like... yeah. There's a thing in this park that I believe goes to the Ultra Power Plant project. Alright. Thanks for stopping by, Artisan. Thank you to the 2 people who just subbed, by the way. I see y'all subbing up. Joining the Legion. As a smaller YouTuber, it does not go unappreciated, that's for sure. I know they increase each other's land value. I'm not a fool. What do you take me for? Huh. Let's see. Oh yes, give me that trash. Alright, so we have another... We have an interesting predicament. Well, not really, actually, because... we don't have to worry about zoning a power plant right here. On this top side. So for the most part, we're actually good to just zone another one of these. And then zone another one of these. And then basically, after that, to keep everything afloat and happy, zone a park next to it. And then nothing really, well, it boosts the land value as much as it possibly can, but... just gotta wait for that, Okay, there we go. Population's going up. Oh yeah. Way up. Hell yes! There we go. We got our first level 8 plot, ladies and gentlemen. Give me all that. It makes me money. I don't expect the commercial zone right next to the power plant to level up that much. Hello, Ellen. Welcome to the community. Oh, buddy, I hate to do that to you, but... And... Bye. Typical YouTuber rage baiters, just trying to get a rise out of people. But you see, I'm simply too chill of a guy. So... Yeah, just ban them and you move on. That's about it. Not much else to it. Oh, thank you. I actually do have a matching Minecraft skin for my character here. It matches my VTuber model. It's very cool. I like it a lot. Big shout out to one of my community members, Layman, who did this one for me. Well, all things considered, it leveled up higher than I expected it to. Alright, I need to zone or focus on zoning my next Oh, level 5. How unexpected. I guess the park being right next to it and the residential zones it's surrounded by was enough to boost its land value. Right. Level 6? Thank you, Prince Forest.
Roll for initiative, suckers!
Worked very hard on it. What am I rolling a D20 for? Oh god, who the fuck is calling me? $19. Sorry. Damn, level 6 on both of those plots. That's actually way higher than I would have expected. Yeah. I had to put the kibosh on it because it's all people were redeeming roll a D20 for, and it was getting a little annoying. Do I have enough? We'll go ahead and do another industrial zone just so that way we have... Yo! Also... You're happy? You want more power? I'm working on it.
Make me more money and you'll get your power plants. Just go out there, work in the industry, and make me more money.
Bitch. Bruh. Oh man. I'm sorry. That's rough. And no. Ah! Oh no. Oh, that is fucking awful. Dear God. All right. Oh. Thank you. I'm very excited to that's really funny. Damn. I had a bit of a burp there. I hope that industry levels up past level 2. Please do. Please do the thing that I want you to do. Oh, you have headphones now?
Are you sure? I don't think you do.
You know what? Give me a clone, bitch. Bitch ass motherfucker. Give me that potato. You can't eat a potato in this game. What the hell? Hello? Oh yeah. Alright, we're going up. Just pull up with an entire soundboard like hanging around my neck and just be like, and this one I call Batman. Or some bullshit like that. So this is a adventure map for Minecraft Bedrock. It's called Simburbia. It's a little city builder. So pretty much, just to boil it down, I'm just building a city. You have certain plots that you can build. You have industrial, commercial, and residential zones. You also have parks and power plants. In terms of how you want to set things up, park your commercial zones next to your residents. Park all your industrial zones in one place. So that way they all just level up off of each other and you're not having to worry about placing industry next to a residential because that decreases residential value. There's a lot of nuance. It's easier if you just play it yourself and learn it that way. Why are y'all just spawning in on top of the trash can, bro? Fucking weird. Hello, Dark Omen. What's cracking? Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you enjoy your stay. Or at least I make the stay as enjoyable for you as possible. Come on, give me more money. I need more power plants. I need more power. You see, Prince Forrest, that's what they call being a quirky little white boy goated with the sauce. That's why I'm so entertaining. Thank you. Hey, if y'all ain't subbed up yet, sub up. We hit 1,000 subs. And y'all get the opportunity to play with me on stream. I'm just saying. The reward is worth it. The reward is worth it. I'm just saying. Thank you. I made it in a Vroid. I have multiple variants of it as well. Thank you. I need another power plant. Because as soon as I have another power plant, I can make more buildings, which makes more monies. I'm doing well, Lemons. It's always a bit Motherfucker. It's always a bit delayed, but I still get y'all's chat messages. Yeah, it's just something with my streamer bot. Recently updated it, so it's not as bad as it used to be. Like, it used to be that the chat messages wouldn't show at all. But I got it fixed up. So now, it shows. In fact, I might actually just switch to my YouTube chat doc. So that way I can just read the messages as they come in. You're welcome. Oof, damn. Excuse me. A bit of indigestion. Come on, just gotta wait for this month to pass, and then what's up, Leia? What's cracking? Welcome to the stream. We're chilling. I decided to restart my Simburbia save because I totally fucked it up the first go around. I'll look into it. Most times when people give me like game requests, I like to vet the game first to make sure it's not like horrible. Cause yeah, I really early on in my streaming career, I had somebody recommend playing this game called Remember the Alamo. And let's just say, there's an 18-minute unskippable sermon about questionable ideologies. And the said questionable ideologies rhymes with Yahtzee. I can't say the actual word without getting shadow banned off YouTube. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I've had people give me really fucked up game recommendations in the past, so that's why, yeah. Yeah, it's bad. Oh, come on. Ah, yes, there it is, baby. We have enough to make a new power plant. We are gonna plop her down right over here. And that should expand my grid. A lot of people, actually, you'd be surprised. Lock in. We gotta build a new residential. Yep, I knew that was gonna decrease that land value. Let's go ahead and place a residential area right here before it gets too bad. You see, I'm having to... Any informational Warhammer finds? Warhammer. I do. So in the new edition trailer, everybody got, every Warhammer fan, got the very rude awakening that the Emperor has been very much alive the last 10,000 years. Huh. Alright. Alright. Good luck to you. And who knows, maybe I'll scroll across me again. You'll never know. Alright. We're gonna go ahead. Ah, shit. We don't have enough. Motherfucker! So in the new edition trailer, they show some... Fuck! Out of all the things that could go abandoned, it had to be a park. Alright, I got just enough money to rezone it. Let's just hope I'm not too late. Bro, I feel that. Dude, I end up sitting in weird positions all the time. And like, the last time, I was playing like a game of Magic the Gathering. And like, I had to sit in a really awkward position on my friend's floor. And by the time the Magic game was over, I could not feel my foot. Get the feeling there's... La 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 la. In a very interesting predicament. But yeah. Where was I? Oh yeah, in the new edition trailer for Warhammer, to continue my tangent, for you, Leia, they showed what the Emperor looks like on the Golden Throne. And there's a very... It actually does not start on Earth. Warhammer does not start on Earth. Like, the lore of Warhammer 40k starts 60 million years before humanity even exists. Well, he looked very dead until the last few seconds of the trailer, where his eye where he goes from looking off into the distance, like off to the left of the screen somewhere, to looking directly at the viewer. If that tells you anything. Oh, well that's very flattering, thank you. Yeah, the Warhammer universe starts. I don't remember what the planet's name is, so you're having me having to Google things. How fucking dare you? Oh, okay. So the exact name and specific location of the Necron tier, homeworld is not known. It's somewhere in the region of the current Warhammer galaxy, or modern 40k galaxy, called the Ghoul Stars. That's where they're believed to be originated from. So basically, to boil the entire Warhammer timeline down into a few minutes, Necron tier, they are parked in front of a radioactive star. It starts killing their species. They figure out space travel very quickly. They find a species called the Old Ones. The Old Ones have a prime directive similar to the prime directive in Star Trek, where they cannot interfere with the fates of the species that they come across. So what happens is the Necron tier ask for help because their species is dying. The Old Ones say no. Whole galaxy gets enthralled in war. The C'tans show up, turn the Necron tier into the Necrons. The Necrons win the war in heaven, which is the biggest war known to the Warhammer universe. Humanity shows up. The Necrons go to sleep for 60 million years. The Eldar rule the galaxy for a good portion of that. Humanity figures out space travel because they built a bunch of sentient machines. Sentient machines get pissed off at humanity, and kill most of them. They're very hard to conflate, so a little offended. I'm playing Minecraft. And one of my viewers asked what the timeline of Warhammer... Layla? Okay. They asked what the timeline of the Warhammer 40k universe is, so I'm trying to boil it down so that way we're not here for several hours. No, I'm not. You're not the first one to ask me that. And you probably won't be the last. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah. Sentient machines get pissed off at humanity, kill them, most of them. Emperor shows up, unifies humanity, through the Unification Wars, and they start to take out all the sentient machines on Earth. Age of Strife happens, which lasts a pretty good period. I don't remember the exact timeline of the Age of Strife. It's also called it was also called Old Night. The Emperor founds the first 20 Space Marine legions, goes out into the galaxy, in a event called the Great Crusade. This world is called Simburbia, by the way. But yeah, Emperor starts the Great Crusade, goes around the galaxy, rallies humanity under his banner, and then one of his sons, named Horus, starts basically the genesis event of modern 40k, which was the Horus Heresy. He betrays his own father and gets 9 of his brothers to join him. They all go attack Earth, fail, majorly boiling down the entire 40k lore timeline. Majorly, because if I were to get into the massive nuances of every event of the 40k timeline, this would be a yapping stream. Warhammer 40k. No. Horus Lupercal, the Emperor's favorite son, as he is known in the lore, or one of the Emperor's favorite sons. He was born on a planet called Cathonia. So he is not from Earth at all. And he is the Primarch of the first Legion to turn traitor during the Heresy, the Luna Wolves, who, after the Horus betrays the Emperor, become the Sons of Horus. Or that's what the Legion is called after the Heresy begins. No. You got the second, I believe, second Legion to turn traitor, which was the Alpha Legion. Fun fact, the only Space Marine Legion to have twin Primarchs. Okay, so it's not what angered Horus, it's who. Lorgar, basically the Empire. Now we're getting into the nuance. You've started me on the nuance now. Alright. So, Lorgar Aurelian, the Primarch of the Word Bearers, he basically goes against the Imperial Truth, or the Imperial Creed, which is the secular belief under the Emperor where you do not worship gods, you can't be spiritual, you have to be, basically anyone in Imperial society has to be atheist to boil it down. But Lorgar and his part of the Great Crusade basically goes around and he tells the people that he's unifying under the banner of the Emperor, forget the old faith, which was the unknowing worship of the chaos gods. Abandon the old faith, this is your new god. The Emperor catches wind of Lorgar telling people that he is the god of humanity and destroys Lorgar's capital city of Monarchia. This pisses Lorgar off, so he turns to the Chaos Gods to worship them, and he tells Horus, hey, the Emperor, your father, says he's not a god. I found these new gods to worship. Do you want to join me in the worship of these gods? And then Horus gets corrupted by chaos. And basically what the Chaos Gods tell Horus is, hey, your father, the Emperor... Oh no, they are. So what the Chaos Gods tell Horus is, hey, your father, the Emperor of mankind, is, once he achieves all the objectives that are in the Great Crusade, he's going to turn his back on all of his sons, including you, and ascend to godhood, even though he stated that he did not want to be worshipped as a god. And so Horus says, and so Horus kind of takes the Chaos God's word for it, because, you know, it's pretty easy to be corrupted by chaos. And basically that's what starts the heresy. He gets tricked into thinking that his father is going to betray the imperial truth. They were just fucking with him. It happens anyways, because a lot of shit that happens after the heresy that shouldn't have. Because essentially, because like the broader regions of humanity are unaware that Horus was ever a traitor. Precisely. The vast array of humanity didn't know that does not know that the Horus heresy happened, because it was scraped from imperial records. The only one that can really see the future is Tzeentch, but that's because it's his nature to kind of have that foresight so he can fuck with people. If that makes sense. Because there's 4 Chaos Gods. Nurgle, god of disease, plagues, and rot. Khorne, god of war, bloodthirst, and rage. Tzeentch, the god of deception, trickery, and I think one other one. Yeah, that's the one that manipulated shit and made everything happen. And Slaanesh, the dark god of pleasure and excess. A lot of people misconstrue Slaanesh, thinking that Slaanesh is just a complete, well, for lack of a better word, sex pest. But that's not all Slaanesh does. I believe you got Zinch. We're talking about Warhammer 40k. And it is very interesting. If you want to get into like a really cool sci-fi universe, I cannot recommend Warhammer 40k enough. There is so much. Literally, so much to get into and learn. Like, there's a bunch of stuff with the Tyranids. There's a bunch of stuff with the Necrons. With the Eldar. With the freaking... With mankind. You know, there's a bunch of stuff. And there's a bunch of little sub-factions within this. It's all very, very interesting stuff, and I cannot recommend it enough for first time delvers into sci-fi. Yeah, I recommend a channel called Weshammer. Because he does like these big deep dive videos that allow you to kind of not only just learn the broad strokes of 40k, but it also allows you to learn the really nuanced stuff. Like if you want to learn about a certain faction, he has faction deep dives. If you want to learn more about certain characters, he has character deep dives. If you just want to sit back and listen to a really good horror story, he's got Grimdark Story Hour. What's up, Che? Yeah. Oop, wrong one. Did Lorgar ever have lore despite being a trainer and stuff like that? Like, what really drove him to do this? I know he wanted power and freedom. Did he have a family? Yes. Almost nothing is known about, like, his family. There's a lot that is known about his early life because of his Primarch novel. But essentially, he had a similar upbringing to Erebus, where he was a very religious man. He worshipped... I don't think he worshipped chaos. I think there's like a different god that Lorgar worshipped. I need to vet myself here. Actually, all things considered. Let's see. I need cliff notes right quick. Ah, yes. Lorgar Aurelian's early life on the religious world of Colchis was defined by prophetic visions, violent political upheaval, and a deeply ingrained quest for spiritual truth. Essentially, yeah, he became priest level due to a man named Corferon, who basically manipulated Lorgar into this cult called the Covenant, which worshipped the Chaos Gods, and throughout Lorgar's childhood, he had visions of the Emperor showing up and him leading his own legion. No. He wanted the truth because when the Emperor showed up, he was told that Corferon was a liar. His entire early life was a lie. So on this desperate search for spiritual truth, he writes the Book of Revelation, starts worshipping the Emperor as a god, and like I said, when Chaos gets a hold of him again, he manages to trick Horus into turning to the dark powers, and the Horus heresy begins. And it's with how many books there are, because of how much nuance there is in the Horus heresy, you would not believe that period only lasted, I think, only 9 years of the entire 40k timeline. Yeah. It only lasted 9 years. And that is a huge... the most interesting period for me is actually modern 40k, the 41st millennium. Because you have a whole shit ton of things happening in that time period. You have the wars for Armageddon, the wars against the Tyranids, the Necrons waking up, the Eldar realizing, hey, we're not the most dominant force in the galaxy anymore, we're actually very rapidly dying. And we gotta figure out a way to put the kibosh on that. I'm really excited to see what little lore tidbits are going to be in the new Warhammer codexes. I might actually get some of the 40k codexes just so that way I can learn some of the new 11th edition lore. All things considered, probably the World Eaters. That would be the Legion that I would be a part of. And my favorite Legion is actually a really lesser known Space Marine Legion called the White Scars. And basically, there's, to boil them down, they're badass space Mongolians that ride in on motorcycles. Like, the cool thing about the White Scars is most legions, they have to plan their attacks in advance. They're like, okay, this is where the enemy's gonna be. These are the points that we need to assault. This is what we gotta do to make sure this attack is flawless. The White Scars, they drop down onto the battlefield on their fucking motorcycles. Already have their fucking swords ready to go, like their chain swords. And they literally, by the time they catch sight of the people that they're supposed to be fighting, they've already discerned where to attack them, how to, like, where to hit them, how hard to hit them, like, where the weaknesses in their defensive lines are. Like, they are, like, in my opinion, better siege masters than the Iron Warriors. And that's saying something because the Iron Warriors made the Imperial Fists their bitch for the better part of 10,000 years. Yeah, they analyze everything before they even get to the enemy. And they adjust on the fly. It's insane. They're like the next level warfighters of the Imperium. It does not get better than the White Scars. And the crazy thing is because they're a lesser known legion, in there's a really cool meta thing in the books where, because they're a lesser known legion in the tabletop, they're a lesser known legion in the lore too. There's not a lot of people alive in modern 40k that know the White Scars exist, but they're always at the forefront of whatever war the Imperium is fighting. They're the first ones sent in, and they're never known, they're never thanked. They just do what they do, and they fuck off. They're loyal. They are loyal. They almost weren't. Because the thing is Jagatai Khan, the Primarch of the White Scars, when the Horus Heresy happened, the brother that he was closest to was one of the traitors, Magnus. He was basically best friends with Magnus. And essentially, the Space Wolves destroy, like, they commit exterminatus, which is basically one of the Imperial Navy ships shoots a giant laser through the core of the planet, and the planet explodes. Or the entire planet burns in one fell swoop. So the Space Wolves are told to commit exterminatus on Magnus's homeworld of Prospero. Jagatai Khan gets wind of this because Magnus's legions, the Thousand Sons, send a distress signal to the closest legion they can find, which is the White Scars, and are like, hey, The Space Wolves just rocked our shit. So when Jagatai goes to confirm, and he's hoping it's not true, like, he's hoping that it's not true that Prospero isn't destroyed. He gets to Prospero, it's gone. It's demolished. And basically this astral projection of Magnus tells Jagatai Khan the Space Wolves are responsible for this, but Horus has turned traitor. I'm gonna offer you a choice. You can join me and Horus and be a traitor and turn to the Chaos Gods, or you can remain loyal and you'll have to kill Horus. Yeah, it's pretty fun. But yeah, and that's where one of the hardest lines ever said by any of the Primarchs, in my opinion, is said in that book, where he's like, of course, you already know, because Jagatai is because the White Scars are loyalists, Jagatai Khan chose to side with the Emperor. But he has a huge conflict in his head because he doesn't love the Emperor like the father he is to Jagatai. But he loved Horus like a brother. So there's this line in Jagatai Khan's Primarch novel where he says, I have to wage a war siding with a father I never loved against a brother that I did. Oh yeah, it's deep as fuck. If the White Scars never remained loyal, Horus would have won the heresy. That's how effective the White Scars are as a legion. And 40k would look a lot different. There we go.
Everything building up quite nicely.
Oh no, the 40k timeline most likely would have ended right there. Because then the forces of chaos get a hold of Terra and all the souls on Terra, and then all of the souls elsewhere, because the webway gate that the Emperor was keeping closed on the Golden Throne would have opened, which would have probably split the galaxy in half a lot earlier than it ended up being split in half. Long story short, a lot of fuck shit would have happened. Let's see, our population should be crossing. Yep. Granted, the forces of chaos are probably gonna, all things considered, are probably going to, quote-unquote, win Warhammer if the lore were ever to end, or if they were ever to, like, stop making new stuff for Warhammer, which they probably will at some point. Not anytime in the near future. Oh, it would have been... if the forces of chaos were to win, then they would turn on each other. And as much as people want to say, oh, corner, somebody else would win. Nurgle. Nurgle wins any scenario if chaos turns in on itself. No, he's the god of plagues, rot, and disease. The thing is everything has to die at some point. Everything has to rot away at some point. Rot feeds Nurgle and makes him more powerful as a result. And because things are dying in the 40k universe all the time, you get this interesting scenario where basically he just keeps getting more and more powerful. That's the insane part of it. Hmm. Yeah, it is. This is what happens when you let me. This is what happens when you ask too many questions. You get the 40K info dump. What we learn. Yeah, what can I say? Beans, bro. Beans. Yeah, there it is. There's pretty much everything that I can tell you about the Imperium in the 40K lore timeline. No beans, huh? Should zone my next power plant when I can. Make more industry. Oh, okay. So how the 20 Primarchs of the Space Marine Legions were created is the Emperor. This is gonna be crazy. Buckle your ass. The Emperor turns to the Chaos Gods and makes them a deal. Make me 20 of your strongest warriors, and I will basically, I believe the deal was, give me 20 of your strongest warriors and I'll hand you the galaxy. The Emperor, you know, gets his warriors. He knows they're born. But the Chaos Gods never get the galaxy. So the Chaos Gods go, hey, yo, Big E, what the fuck, man? You don't want to give us the galaxy? Well, we're not going to give you your sons. Scatters the 20 sons across the galaxy. 2 of them are never found. 18 of them are. Coincidentally, the same two sons that were supposed to lead legions, their legions go missing also during the Great Crusade. That's why there's no second legion and there's no 11th. Because they both went missing. And unfortunately for good old Big Imp, Mr. Emperor of Humanity himself, basically primarily what he does on the Golden Throne now is sit and constantly fight back the Chaos Gods for the rest of his miserable existence. Because his soul still exists in the warp, which is the Astronomicon in which all the Imperial ships use to navigate the warp. I don't think the Emperor existed in Age of Sigmar, or he wasn't a known figure yet. He was alive, but he was not yet an active participant in what happened in the Age of Sigmar. Granted, I could be very wrong about that because I haven't brushed up too much on Age of Sigmar. Like I'm still getting my feet wet in that regard. Yeah, Age of Sigmar is a really underrated part of Warhammer 40k lore. Same with Warhammer Fantasy. I will be right back, because I need to use the restroom. So I'm just going to let my money build up idly. Way before anything happens in the 40k timeline, Sigmar was alive. No, I do not think the Emperor will ever be fully resurrected. Yo, 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 yo. Hold on. Not even gonna bother asking. I forgot. I'm realizing I forgot to change my multiplayer settings. No. His will is too strong to be corrupted by chaos. If he does get resurrected, or if he does get up off the throne, which is going to be pretty hard since, you know, when you sit stationary for 10,000 years, everything tends to get very atrophied and stiff. So essentially, if the Emperor was ever to resurrect, he would be another Chaos God. Well, he'd destroy humanity first, because he would not be resurrected as the Emperor of Mankind. Canonically, he would be resurrected as an entity known as the Dark King. Or as far as I know, it's still canon. I don't know if it's been retconned. And basically what that means for humanity is lights out immediately. Because again, the webway gate underneath the Golden Throne would no longer be held back from staying closed. Which would allow a bunch of demons to ravage humanity. With no way to fight back unless the custodians get off their ass to save people, but they don't care enough about humanity to really give a shit. The only reason the custodians would fight off any sort of demon is if it was a threat to the Emperor. But all things considered, he'd probably destroy the custodians first. Because that's a bunch of psychers. And the only reason the Golden Throne is able to function is because thousands of psychers are fed to the Golden Throne every day. What are all the custodians? The universe's most powerful psychers. Them and the Grey Knights. So essentially, here's the timeline of events if the Emperor ever wakes up. Emperor wakes up. Astronomicon goes out. Grey Knights get alerted, and the Terminus Decree is opened. Which basically is a little slip of paper in the tomb of Malkador the Sigillite on Titan that says, if the Emperor ever wakes up, send the Grey Knights to kill the Emperor. Yes, very good. The only thing that really serves to do is basically feed the Emperor thousands more psychers once he wakes up. Yes. Bunch of level 7s. Residential area is mostly completed. I actually managed to make some good strategy calls on this one. I build the second to last power plant so that way we can plot the rest of the residential. No. The only thing that serves to do is feed Nurgle, the most powerful psyker to ever live. No, nothing. There's nothing they can do with his remains. There's nothing... Hello, welcome back. There's something in there. You're fucking kidding me? There's like one spot where there's not power. Alright, I know where to place the last power plant. There's literally only 2 unpowered areas. Definitely made better strategy decisions this go around, which is good. But yeah. There's there's a lot of messy shit going on in Warhammer, I tell you what. Even if he does wake up and wage war on everything, pretty much wouldn't he not be able to control anything or anyone since there's more enemies than loyalists? Counterpoint. It's the fucking Emperor. The greatest. This is the list of everything that he is the best at in the entire universe. Like the entire Warhammer universe. He is the best tactician. He is the best psyker. The best fighter. The best, like, strategist. He is the smartest, intelligent being in the entirety of Warhammer. There is nothing other than the Chaos Gods themselves that would be able to stand against a resurrected Emperor. For everything else that isn't a chaos god, it's curtains. It's over. Motherfucker, he would make Lorgar his bitch in less than a second. Like you're talking about one of the Emperor's sons. You think he didn't teach that bitch how to fight? Like asking questions about Warhammer. I'd be surprised if we don't have another level 8. Mm-hmm. Now you see how that don't really work out for old Lorgar. Alright, there we go. Now we can start building a little bit more industry. I think once we have this map fully filled out, that's when we'll call it. Mm-hmm. Well, I haven't asked about any of the other factions, but that's about it. So do we have enough for one more resident or commercial to fill out that corner? We do. Hell yeah. And our population should explode. There we go. There's some more level 8 industries. Hell yeah. Pork. Good old pork.
shoot?
I got nothing but time because I'm idling while I build up my money. That one residential plot definitely reached a higher level than I expected. So yeah, our population is about to shoot up into the stratosphere. Was the Emperor only powerful because of his title? No. The Emperor was always powerful, he just waited until the perfect time to show how powerful he was. He lived in secret for a large portion of his life. Like he was a very closed off person. Not much is known or will ever be known about his early life. While I'm playing a city builder Minecraft map, while my chat asks me Warhammer questions, because I'm just that big of a nerd. I actually could afford to just zone the rest of this industrially. It would cost a shit ton of money, and I would need to definitely have that park there so that way I can boost the land value, but that is about it. Do I have enough for one more? No, not quite. Thank you to ever subbed, by the way. Much appreciated. Damn, a lot of these plots are the plots in the southern region on the map are reaching way higher levels than I would have even expected. Huh. It's okay, Warhammer's pretty daunting. Yeah, no, the Emperor's always been, like, the most powerful person on Earth for the vast majority of the Warhammer timeline. It just wasn't until after the Cybernetic Revolt and the Age of Strife happened that he showed himself. No, he was just a normal dude. Literally just the most normal, average guy. Well, that's how he outwardly appeared. He always knew he was insanely powerful, like he was inherently aware of that from birth. Alright, we have $454,000. So I can go zone the rest of this. There's another level 8. See if I can zone 2 more. Hopefully the RCI graph will allow me to do that. Alright then. We'll just place a park here and call it good. No. It's literally just because he has the most ironclad will known to man. And there we go, our Simburbia map is filled out. For the most part, we still have to work on our Great Works projects, starting with the weather station. How's our shit looking? Low, as it should be. Which is crazy considering that is literally the largest industrial zone I've ever built on this map. Here. Ooh. Dude, I got a paper cut in the most annoying place. Right where the knuckle bends on your finger, I got it right above that. So it hurts to bend me fingers. On my finger. A poor finger. Alright, let's make some onion. Construct the other Great Works projects. That is $2 million. Jesus. There we go. Construct Trophy Road. Construct the bus station. The answer is no one really knows what happened. There's a few speculative answers out there as to what might have. Sure. You don't gotta ask. You got something you want to send, just send it, you know? That's what Discord's there for. Yeah, there are some people who think maybe they had their home planet destroyed. There's some people who think that maybe they ate the entire galaxy that they resided in, and the psychic energy of the Astronomicon just kind of brought them over to the Milky Way. No, you're good. I understand. The Tyranids are basically a hive mind organism, or a hive mind of organisms, that just function off of one cycle. Target, kill, feed, repeat. That is the only process in which the Tyranids function under. Target, kill, feed, repeat. I almost have enough money to do that. Dump Master Luke. There we go. And no, the Tyranids are not people. For the most part, the thing they resemble most is actually insects. That's the creepy part, is they resemble bugs the most. Out of anything. Out of anything they could have resembled. Bugs. Ugh. Which is kind of crazy because of how they look. Because they look nothing like a bug. In fact, they look more like a dinosaur than a bug. Alright, I think I'm just about done here. Well, shit. Which park was it? The park in the south. Which we need to fix that very quickly before There we go. So I'm in a certain game right now, and I'm playing it. It's like you have to climb a tower, and it's so funny. I just spent my money on a kill all button. Takes each person 6 hours to climb. Let's see. Motherfucker! Where am I? On the right side of town. Again, another thing I'll have to fix quickly before it becomes a problem. The adjacent plots are probably gonna de-level by 1 because of that. You are the winner. You have done the winning. Are you winning, son? I am weaning. I am the wiener. I am the big wiener. Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna get some rest. I'm about to end the stream here in a second anyways. Alright. Yeah, that'll be it for me. This was very fun. Very fun indeed. Yeah, damn, we're actually we up. We up. Thank you to everybody who watched, subscribed. People who haven't subbed yet, sub up if you're watching and you're not subbed. And I will see you next time.